Okay, so we'll make a start then, and the Deputy First Minister and I are very pleased to have with us at the press conference this afternoon our Chief Scientific Officer, Professor Ian Young. And as you will know, earlier today, the Health Minister, Robin Swan, released data from modelling we are conducting in Northern Ireland that is informing the intensive hospital planning for the surge in COVID-19 cases. It did, I have to say, make for grim reading, but it also underlined the importance of members of the public adhering to the public health advice that has been issued by the Executive and indeed by governments around the world on how to contain this pandemic, and Ian will provide further detail on all of that shortly. But according to the data, in the reasonable worst case scenario, Northern Ireland's Health Service would have a realistic prospect of coping with the initial wave of COVID-19 cases. Under this scenario, the hospital admissions for COVID-19 running at 500 per week, and it is estimated that a peak number of those people whose lives would be lost would be 3,000 over 20 weeks. And that is a sobering statistic. The death toll would be about 500 people short of the lives lost during the Troubles. And the loss of each of those lives is a huge blow, not only to their families, but of course to the communities from which they come from. And in a small, tight-knit society like ours, we all are likely to know someone who will be impacted, and it will be a cruel blow, and we will need to do everything we can to comfort and support their relatives and indeed each other in the difficult weeks and months ahead. So before we ask Professor Young to speak, Michelle will make a few comments.